Yo, what's up, my Goonie Goons? It's your boy, Beastly Bator, and welcome back to another episode of the Bate Escape podcast. You know, the podcast that gets to all things solo sexuality and goon culture. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How have you been in the last 2 weeks since you heard my last podcast episode, which I feel like you loved? And if you haven't listened to it, then you're definitely missing out. That was an amazing episode with Brother Bader. Today's episode is going to be extremely great as well because I have a returning guest with me, and that person is Dudeitsme, and they were the most listened to guest of my pod last year. And I thought, you know what? Come back on again. There's lots happening, there's lots to talk about. And we get into it in this episode, and we talk about his really fun Gooncation in Mexico that he took with the Cocky Prince and Mexican Gooner. We play a really fun game of Good or Gone. We talk about Luigi Mangione. We talk about lingerie on guys. We talk about feet. We talk about painted toenails. We talk about a lot of stuff in this episode. So, thank you so much for listening, tuning in. As always, I appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. It all really helps with the algorithm and visibility and gets more ears and eyes on this podcast. So I always appreciate you doing that for me. Um, and without further ado, let's listen to this podcast episode. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for listening. Oh shit, bro. Oh shit, bro. Your shit's malfunctioning, bro. Your
There we
shit
go.
your shit is
It is.
malfunctioning, bro.
Everything's fucking malfunctioning for me.
Fuck,
Are you
dude.
kidding me?
You
My
seem
whole
like you're having
fucking
a fucking stressful ass day, bro.
I am. I am having a stressful ass fucking day.
I can't see
Uh,
you. Your screen is completely black.
I know. I was just fucking here, wait a second. Maybe if I close
Today's a very interesting
my
day.
Oh, today is a very interesting day.
Finally, it works.
I am a fucking mess for everybody.
Your fucking pillows. You're
But no, no,
fucking
can I upside
crazy.
down? My pillow's upside down. Wait, I wonder if I could get my fucking earbud to work finally. The fuck?
I feel like you
Today,
should get them to work. You masturbator. You disgusting masturbator.
it says connected. It says connected.
Yeah, everything's connected. I can hear you
Yeah.
fine.
Okay,
Like
fine.
you can hear me fine. You can see me
Yeah,
fine.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
So my water heater's blowing up on me. My fucking that
That
thermostat
shit
heater.
looks that shit looks aggressive, bro. Like don't touch it. It looks like steaming hot boiling water coming out of that shit.
Turned off the water because my landlord is out of the state right now. So
Oh, how convenient.
right. No, he's a great guy. No, my landlord's actually really, really
I don't
great.
care if they're nice guys. Fix this shit. Like this is like, but isn't it like in your best interest as an apartment manager? Be like, oh shit, this building's gonna go to shit. I gotta get this fucking fixed. If I was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Berlin, I'd be making calls right now and being like, fix this shit. It's gonna cost me money.
I just turned off the water to the water heater from the wall, so just so it stopped.
So basically, you're just gonna be in some cold ass apartment.
Well, it's a water heater. It's not the heater to the room.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. I'm so
Wait, so does
stupid.
it sound fucking terrible right now?
I love being stupid. No, okay, keep speaking.
I'm talking right now. I'm saying stuff.
No, it sounds fine. Where are you
Okay,
using the
okay.
microphone or are you using the
I don't know. I'm
earphones?
just using because I couldn't use my earbuds because it kept on being like connecting, disconnected, connecting,
Oh,
disconnected.
are you just using the
I was
microphone
like,
from
I'm
the
fucking done.
computer?
Yeah, so I'm just using the microphone, the audio off the computer. Yeah,
Okay, that sounds amazing.
it's painful.
So we chat again.
Yes, yes, I'm back here again.
And for
Yeah.
those listening to the pod right now, your bro is back. It's dude, it's me. He's been on the pod before, talking to shit. And then we've become friends ever since that episode. And I
Yes,
realize you are the meme king.
I
That's
wouldn't say
basic.
king.
No, you are. Like that's I feel like of all my Instagram social friends, like you are the one that's sending me all the memes. Like no one sends me as many memes as you do. But
I see them.
they're also like intentional. Like
Yeah, yeah.
there's
They're
impact
personally
behind.
curated.
That's exactly right. And I appreciate that. As a
Yeah,
viewer, as a receiver, I'm just like, oh, this means something to us.
yeah. It's like I see a meme and I'm like, oh, this person needs to see this.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they necessarily react to it, but they've seen it and I know that they've seen it. That's what's important.
I don't think that's true. I feel like I've gone like days without reacting to, and then like I feel like at one point in our social relationship, you stopped saying them to me, and then I reached out and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Give me more memes." And you're like, "Well, you don't respond to them," and I'm just like, "Cause you send so
No.
many."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I constant. It's a constant stream.
But I mean, like the response can be just like a heart. Like I'll just like tap it and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
that's
love
fine.
this."
That's
And
fine.
if
Or
it's
if you
something,
hate it, you can say you hate it. I'm like, okay.
um, no, I feel like if I hate it, I'll just like a smiley response, like a smiley face response. Because if I do love it, then I intentionally give you a heart. I'm just like, oh, this is
Yeah,
funny. Or like I'll give you like the rolling on the floor emoji, which I feel
that's my
like,
favorite emoji to use.
yeah, the ones that I send you, you do reply back with that emoji, which is nice.
That is my default on Instagram. Where I double tap something, it does that one automatically.
Wait, you can do that on Instagram?
Yeah, you hold down on, and then there's like a little plus sign on the line of it, and then you can add which
Right,
ones
but
you
like,
want.
doesn't it automatic if you double tap it, doesn't it automatically just give you the heart?
No, not me.
Uh, how do you do that?
You like set it up. You hold down, and then you scroll over to the little plus, and you can arrange it.
See, I'm not
Like
up with the
that's my
cool. I'm
most
not
common
up with the
one.
cool kids. I don't fucking know what the cool kids are doing. I was just the other day I was watching fucking Pit Stop and fucking oh God, what the fuck's her name? Fucking sibling rivalry. What are
Hey,
their names? Bob Monet Exchange. Monet Exchange
Monet.
had the fucking diamond elf ears. And I'm like, what the fuck is elf ears? I see elf ears everywhere. Like, is that what the cool kids are doing these days? Like
All the
elf
cool drag
ears?
queens are doing elf beers. Yeah,
What does that symbolize? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know, but it
I
looks
don't.
cool.
Does it?
I think it looks cool. Yeah.
I mean, sure, yeah, okay. Like I especially with drag queens, like especially this season, I was watching like the roll call and like a bunch of queens had elf ears, and I was just like,
I,
they're like little nymphs in woods and shit, like prancing
I
around. Like,
I mean, I like to. I would love to be a satyr.
yeah, satyrs are cool. Wait, do satyrs have elf
Yeah.
ears? Isn't it different?
Sometimes I think sometimes they have little deer ears. They're like half deer, half goat people
Yeah,
that
like
just
half
dance
go. I feel
around in
like,
the forest, having sex or
yeah,
masturbating.
yeah, that's. I feel like that's exactly where we are.
It sounds like the life to me. You play a little flute, you're cool.
I used to stay when I sometimes would stay in Palm Springs with this guy who would just like rent out room to baiters, whoever wanted to chill there. And he had like all that artwork all over his apartment, like all over the house. Like you literally
Yeah.
walk in and it was just like naked, like horse, half hybrid horse people everywhere with
Oh
like these
yeah. I
massive dongs out. And I was
find a
like,
space I
oh,
could do that with, I would too.
I was just really, it was so eccentric. I'd never seen anything like that. And I was like, oh, what does this all mean? And I was just kind of like curious to know. And he was like, I'm a baiter. Like I
Yeah.
decided that if I lived by myself, it was going to be dedicated to this, and this is my artwork, and this is what and I was just like, okay, I'm just asking a question. Like, I think it's cool. I was just curious to know what all this represented to you. He's a baiter.
Yeah. Oh well, satyrs? Like, yeah, they're just like they're
Well, it wasn't
magical
just
creatures. They're like
no, it wasn't just
enjoy
a
life.
satyr.
Yeah.
It was just like half like horse people, or like it would be like a horse like person, like with legs and arms
Well, isn't that like Greek or Roman? I think it might be Greek. And
to
like,
be a
yeah, they were like
horse.
all about like homosexuality back then. Well, maybe he had something else going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like I understand like the satyr part, but like being the horse part, like what does that mean? Like would you want to be a horse?
Would I want to be a horse? No,
Yeah.
no. I think I'm a meerkat.
That's a no, that's not a random animal. Like if like my spirit, right, I can't say that because it's like not politically correct anymore. My favorite animal is I forget what it's called. It's like a fox and it has huge ears. I feel it's very
Kit
representative
fox.
of like maybe.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like tan. They're desert animals,
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's
think.
cute. Like I just want it on my shoulder. I want it to be like my little bud. If I could
Yeah.
have it as a
No,
pet, I would.
I think you can, depending on where you live.
Really?
A
I
Kit
think
Kat,
like
yeah.
foxes, like you can't keep foxes as pets. Like foxes are just like wild animals. Like you can't domesticate them at all.
They're working on domesticating foxes right now.
Don't do that.
That
Why would you want to domesticate a fox?
I don't know, just to have it. Why not? Like I think some. I'm like, why didn't we domesticate more animals? Like, wouldn't
I
you like
just
to have
don't
like a house bear?
know. I feel like a big ass bear like roaming around in your living
It'd
room.
be like chihuahuas. They'd be really small and like they would cuddle with you. It'd be like having a
So
living
you
teddy bear
like
with you.
genetically engineer them to be like tiny little
Dude,
fluffy
that's what we do
animals.
with dogs, wolves to chihuahuas. Come on.
I feel like that would take like hundreds of years of evolution.
Well, that's not. It's manipulated evolution by humans. Like you
Humans are
two
so
can breed
fucked up.
together.
Who do we think we
Yeah,
are?
yeah.
We're
I,
disgusting.
we're God.
That's so fucking gross.
I mean, well, it's good. We wouldn't have corn. Do you like corn?
I'm gonna say yes because I just had
Then we
corn.
wouldn't have corn if it wasn't for humans genetically manipulating nature.
That's true. We wouldn't have nectarines either, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't have nectarines. You wouldn't have apples. You wouldn't have
We wouldn't have tons
pomegranates.
of
Like you
fruit,
name it.
right?
Oh no, and it would all be shitty. It'd all be really shitty versions of what we eat now.
I mean, we eat pretty shitty now. I mean, I feel like
Well,
all the food that we have now is genetically modified in some way. I mean, look at these huge things. They're like, I was like seeing, I read this post. It was just like, oh, like like back in the ages and like food now, like watermelons look drastically different than where they are now. And I'm just like, yeah,
oh
because we
yeah, yeah.
pump it full of fucking chemicals to make it look gorgeous and beautiful for us to eat.
Eugenetic? No, no, that's not like Roundup in the food. That was selective breeding over time. There's a
How do you
difference
know
between like
that? Where are
genetically
the
modifying
facts?
something.
Where are the
Because
receipts? Where are the receipts?
because back in the 18th century, watermelons looked like that. They didn't have genetic splicers in order to make a watermelon look like it does today.
They're putting shit in our food, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
In the States, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So gross. That's why I feel lethargic all
I'm
the
a very
time.
anti-conspiracy theorist. Like, you tell me anything, and I'll be like,
You're a fascinating individual. Like the more we've talked on Instagram, the more I find out about you, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's a vibe.
no. I usually believe the most reasonable explanation without jumping to any conclusions is the answer.
That's I feel like that's healthy.
Yeah, it's like, no, no, this should be the most reasonable explanation for this. So why not believe that until we
I
get more
don't
evidence otherwise?
I don't live in reasonable explanations. I just believe that it's true. Like I'm just like Loch Ness, yes. Like I was watching a
Well,
documentary on the Loch Ness monster, and I was like, yes, that was real. It's probably not alive now because it was real in the 1930s. That bitch is probably long dead. But at one point, it was
yeah.
real. It was a fucking dinosaur living in some fucking swamp in
Well,
like
I believe in
Scotland.
Bigfoot.
Oh, I believe in Bigfoot 100%.
Bigfoot's got to exist. Like, because we're the only continent on the planet Earth that doesn't have any type of primate. Impossible.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. I totally believe in Bigfoot. I
Yeah.
mean, I believe in aliens. Aliens are real. I mean, we know
Well,
that
yeah,
by now.
absolutely. They can't not be real. Whether or not they're here, that's a
Do you
different
think
discussion.
No, I think they're fully alive and walking around. Like I feel like I've genuinely passed like
Do you
walked past
believe
an
that we're
alien.
like the tourist destination for aliens type of thing? Like we're the untouched like species and planet, and they come and look at us. Like
Well,
they're
I've
like,
got
oh no, we're gonna go to Earth and watch these crazy motherfuckers.
no, I feel like aliens are us. Like we're the crazy motherfuckers. Like aliens are
Yeah.
us, like in the future. That's why we're not dead. That's why they won't
Oh,
destroy us. Because if they kill us, they're vanished. They're like
but we're
gone.
in
They're ceased.
entertainment industry possibly.
Wait, what?
We're entertainment to them.
Yeah, because they're looking back on us and being like, "Oh, look how stupid we used to be." Ha 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 ha.
Oh, you believe in interdimensional time travel alien theories?
I believe all of that shit, bro. Like, it's just like it has to be real. Like, I just feel like we're so not advanced. Like, I feel like there's like planets that are just like so hyper. Like, I don't know. I also believe like there has to be a planet that's just made of all water, and like there's just like think creatures
Called
like swimming around
Enceladus.
and shit. Huh?
Enceladus.
What
I
is what?
believe it's one of Saturn's moons, and it is ice, and they believe that beneath the
Yeah.
surface of the ice is an ocean planet.
Have you seen that movie? There's a movie, I forgot what it's called, but like they travel to one of Saturn's moons and it's that. And
Yeah,
it's like they land on this thing. And like the whole time they're like trying to escape it because they fell on this thing and it's unstable and they're gonna about to die. And then like I would probably say like the last 10 minutes of the movie, like you see the aliens. And it's really
that
creepy
sounds
because
cool.
this woman, one of the astronauts, falls into the water and she's just like falling, but she's still talking to the person on this ship. And she's like, "Oh my God, I see it. It's beautiful." But she's like dies or whatever. You should watch this movie. I think you would really enjoy it.
I might enjoy that. Yeah.
I'm gonna find that
Just
out.
send me a link.
I'll send you a link. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll send you a meme of it.
I'll be no, I'm down for more memes. I'm always taking in more memes constantly. I don't have
Mhm.
a life outside of memes.
So a lot has happened since we last spoke in the
Yes,
world.
quite a lot.
How are you feeling
Yeah.
about that?
Oh, which thing?
You pick it. I'm gonna let you decide it.
I think related to what we normally talk about here on this
Uh-huh.
program,
Uh-huh.
I would have to say that the best thing that has happened would be going on a vacation.
A vacation?
I went on a vacation, yes.
Oh, is that the one you're talking about with homeboys?
Yes, yes, yes. I went on a vacation with Gooner Mexican and Cocky Prince, and it
Mexican
was
Gooner?
amazing. Yes, yes, yes. I went on with
How
them and it was amazing. I loved it. It was so much fun.
what
It was
y'all do?
so hot. Oh my God. It
Wasn't
was
it
so hot.
raining? You told me that it was like raining
It
clearly the
was
entire time.
it was rainy and hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a weird
So
combination though. That's like Florida weather. It gives me Florida vibes.
oh yeah, yeah. It was
It's
humid
also New York
as
vibes and
fuck.
shit.
I don't know, but New York gets cold, and I don't know if Puerto Vallarta ever
Have you
really
ever
gets
been there
cold.
have you ever been there in the summer in New York?
I've never been to New York.
Really?
No,
That's surprising to hear.
I've traveled outside of the country more
Uh-huh.
than I've traveled inside the country.
Where have you been outside of the country?
I've been to the Dominican Republic. I've been to Mexico several times. I've been to Bogota, Colombia, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil,
You love
uh,
all that fucking flavor, dude.
Costa Rica. Been to Costa Rica.
Of course you
No,
have.
yeah, Costa Rica was great. I loved it there too.
Your ass used to go to
It
fucking
rained
like
a lot there, but
Guatemala and shit.
my partner's from Guatemala.
So then you have to go.
Oh
Add that
no,
to
he
your
refuses to
list.
go back.
Oh,
He's like, no. It's like my uncles are there.
oh shit. Okay. Maybe not that place.
No, no.
Like Brazil, Argentina, Chile. Like I feel like you need to like see all that shit.
I've been to Brazil.
Okay.
I've been to Rio de Janeiro. I stayed in between Ipanema and Copacabana. Like, there's this little spot because it's like kind of like a corner. Like, right there's where we stayed.
Yeah.
And I preferred Ipanema over Copacabana.
Why?
Ipanema is like where the gay beach is at.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I definitely would love that better.
Yeah, yeah. Even though you could walk to either one in like 5 minutes.
Wait, so what did y'all do on this gooncation?
On our vacation. Our vacation.
Gooncation.
So, like, of course, we like jerked off a lot. Of
Of course.
course, we jerked off a lot, but we also like went into like saw some sightseeing. We went out to the nightclubs and stuff like that, and the bars, and got drunk. We hung out at the bathhouse,
Did
which
y'all go
was
to
a lot of
Sonoma?
fun. No, no, no. We went to Spartacus in Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, okay. What's that like?
Yeah, no. What's Spartacus? I love Spartacus. It's my favorite bathhouse in the entire world.
Oh,
I've had
why
so
is
many
that?
fun times. Uh, what?
Why is that?
Why? Because I get quite lucky there.
I bet you
I've had
do.
a lot of good times there. I have been shit-faced drunk there. I am like, it's the best like bar I've ever been to, Puerto Vallarta.
Nice.
Really enjoy it. There's always like some hot guys there you need to play
Fuck
around with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we went and we like took over the porn room though. Like that was our space. And we hung
You
out there
just
and we
like
would
sitting
watch.
around, jerking off, watching porn, and people
Yeah.
coming by and like hanging out.
People just walk in and see us and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. But I
That
do
does
think
sound
that
like fun.
all the sexiness aside, it was really cool getting to meet them and
Hmm.
getting to know them like as people outside of just like these, crazy-eyed fucking drooling gooner guys we see all the time.
I love it. It's so much fun to like. We'll talk to them on the pod because I've had both of them on the pod.
Yeah,
But then like afterwards, just kind of like creating that relationship and just kind of like seeing their like more personal lives that are just like
yeah,
non-sexual. They're just like, oh, they're actually really wonderful, lovely people.
yeah. Like seeing like Mex cook for us every day. Like every day we woke up and he had breakfast ready.
Ooh,
Like he's like, "What do you guys want for breakfast?"
Mexican
And
Gooner. Oh,
yes, like
he's
he had
so
like, "What do you guys
he's
want for breakfast?"
the perfect word to describe Mexican Gooner is darling. Like I feel like he's just so darling.
Oh, he's a fucking just a little heartthrob.
Right? He is. He's so
I was
pretty.
like,
Every time I he's such a
every day.
fashionista. Like he's so smart and he's so like clean. And I'm just like, God, you're so beautiful. Like, go
Like
be a
he's so
model
well put
or
together.
something.
I'm like, he makes me feel like trash. Every time I
Well,
stand next to him, like, oh my God, I'm so trashy. Like, what the fuck?
I
Like,
feel like you own it. I feel like that's your aesthetic.
well, it was hilarious. Like me and okay, so he was like, "Oh, I really want Japanese food one day." So like, okay, let's go get Japanese food. So we found a little restaurant and we went into it, and the restaurant was so nice, and he was dressed appropriately. And here are me and Dominic in like cut off shorts and gym shorts and like huge holes in our shirts and stuff, and we're like, we do not look like we belong here. Like, there's a security guard by the door since we walked in.
Trash. Just
And he was
total
like, "You look fine.
trash.
You look fine." And we're like, "This is fancy dining." And he's like, "No, this is not." I was like, "Oh my God." I love
How
it.
how dare you not dress up for Mexican Gooner? I feel like if I was hanging out with Mexican Gooner, I'd make it a point and be like, oh my God, I have to look my best. No, it's
Well,
fine. I'm sure
I
you
wore what I
appreciate
had.
it.
I wore what I had.
Yeah, you do what you do with the best with what you have. It's totally great. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, what is it? For the people who don't know, who only see him naked, yes, he is like fashionista. Like
No, he's
he's
great. I
like
love
on
it.
point, all up on trends and everything like that. It's fucking amazing. I was like, I wish I could pull that shit off.
He reminds me a lot of myself when I was younger, like when I was like in my, I was really invested into like fashion and all that stuff. So that's why I'm just like, oh, like I relate a little bit, but I've lost it. So I'm just like, I don't know. I look at him and I'm just like, oh, yeah, you do it better. He's good. He's a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
My internet connection is unstable. The fuck?
Just like all of us,
I pay so much for
very
this
unstable.
goddamn internet. You're gonna tell me that it's unstable? You're unstable? Bitch, I rely on you to be the stable one in this relationship. Like,
Exactly.
what's wrong with you?
Where we leave? Oh, talking about how fashiony Mexican
We
is.
were
Yes,
talking about
yes.
how like you went on this amazing like vacation and we're like
It was just. I feel
joking
like
with like these
there's so.
hot
I feel like the
dudes.
best parts of it we did not get on film.
That's a damn lie because I was talking to Cocky Prince and he told me a completely different story and I believe Cocky Prince more than I believe you.
No, it's like the best moments. Like my favorite moment from the entire trip there was
Uh-huh.
not on camera.
Okay, I believe
Like we
that.
did
That I
not film
believe.
it.
I
We
believe
did
that.
not film my favorite moment in the whole. Maybe should I tell people or keep it to
Yeah,
myself?
let's describe it. This is what this podcast is for.
So it was the first night we were there. And we went out and we got wasted. Like we all fucking got wasted on fucking margaritas and fucking drinking beer and shit because we were like just so excited to hang out with each other. And then we were out on the balcony and Kaki was just like, he's like, I need to come. He's like, I'm so fucking horny, you guys, I need to come. And so we like just basically like worshipped him on our balcony in the middle of the night until he shot his wad. Like I was jerking him off, like talking dirty to him and like fucking Jorge was all over him too, like rubbing on him and stuff and drooling all down his chest and all this. Oh yeah, it was just like such an intense moment. And we were there like doing that for him and he like just shot all over the place. It was fucking hot.
See, that's what bros are
Yeah.
for.
That was like our first group sexual encounter that we had. And I just loved it. And we spent so much time on that balcony jerking off, only until like the night before we left, me and Kaki went down to go buy some tacos in the middle of the night and we looked up and realized you can see everything that is happening on that balcony from the street.
Of course you can. And I feel like you knew that from the very beginning. What the fuck are you talking about?
I did not. We turned the lights off and everything, so like people can't
Uh-huh.
really. Oh, when you
Uh-huh.
took the lights off, you could still see. I was like, oh no, you can see us sitting up there with our dicks out for sure.
I'm not gonna believe you coming out from an exhibitionist. Like, are you out of your mind? Well, that's cool. I was like, when I heard that story, I was like, oh, that's something that I definitely want to do. Um, and then Mexican Gunner invited me, and he was like, you have to come to Mexico because I have a spare room you can stay with me. And I was like,
Oh, he told me the
sold.
same thing. Told me
Okay,
he's
well
like,
then we're
no,
gonna go. And
I'm staying in Mexico.
we're gonna be roomies.
Did you end up going to Mexico City like you planned on?
No, I feel like 2024. Let's get into this.
Okay.
2024 was a shit year. And I feel like I was stuck in some shitty place in my life where I had made this choice, like I'd made this decision, and I was like, how did I even fucking get here? And I was so busy trying to like survive it all that I didn't focus on the shit that I should be doing.
Yeah,
And 2025 is going to be a completely different story, and it's going to change, and it's going to get
that's
good,
good.
and I refuse to like have it be another shitty year. Fuck that.
No, that's really good.
So no, I did not go to Mexico.
But now
However,
you have to. Now you have to.
now I will. I feel like I might. I feel like it might not happen. Well, that's not true. I'm not gonna say like it might not happen this year. However, I do want to go to Sausage Fest this year.
I wanted to do that too. I wanted to do that too, but I believe I'm out of the loop on that. I'm out. Yeah, I'm not part of that circle to be able to like get those emails anymore.
I mean, just hit up like Bader Bomb. You could just DM him. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Well, I had talked to Brother Bader about it,
Okay, yeah.
and that's when he told me that it was on Halo, and I was like, "What the fuck is Halo?"
What the fuck is Halo?
Like that's it. Halo is a messaging service, like for group
Jesus.
events and stuff like that. So I did that,
Okay.
but now I'm on Halo because
Okay, should I be on
I
Halo?
started.
Okay, is like Telegram not cool anymore? What the fuck?
I guess not. I don't know. I think it's a little easier to like throw events and stuff because I think it's made specifically for like throwing events.
Got it. Okay.
So, but I recently joined and just recently started volunteering for Gorilla Jacks. That's the one
Yeah,
thing.
you told me about
With
that.
my
How's that going for
yeah,
you?
that well the first one I went to was their Folsom event, and I think it was their first big event here in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
And I had a friend visiting with me, and he's a baiter too. And so we went, and it was like, what the fuck? This is insane. It was so busy. It was like over 200 people there,
At the Gorilla
like
event?
just at
No,
the
at
Gorilla
Folsom.
Jacks. No,
Oh,
at the Gorilla Jacks event that was
that's
taking place during
huge.
Folsom.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
I'd never seen that many like baiters in one spot ever. Like I was like, Jesus Christ. And come to find out that
Wait,
even the people who ran it were like, oh my God, they did not expect that many people to show up.
I feel like Cocky posted, like, maybe he posted like a video of it, and he was like, I could never, it's my social anxiety. And it was basically like people filming, like, just from like the outside perspective of like
Oh,
30, 20, 50 people, like dudes just jerking off. And Cocky was like, nope, can't do it.
oh no,
And I was like, I'm on that same boat.
I thought I would be because I get social anxiety sometimes around one person.
Yeah.
But like it was like once I like sat there and got into it and like was around everyone, I see everyone like I do see thing of Folsom, like I'm really self-conscious about myself, and then I see all these other people doing it too, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. You know, and then I
Yeah.
can relax. And I find someone maybe that I'm attracted to enough, and then I kind of focus on just that other person or those other few people that I'm having that situation with, and everything else kind of like disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way
So,
to navigate it, I feel.
mm-hmm.
Also, too, I
Because I'm
feel
like,
like I've never been to Folsom. I definitely want to go. I don't think I can go alone though. I need like a buddy for sure. I need like a
well,
baiter. naked exhibitionist buddy to be like, hold my hand, bitch. we're gonna. It's my first time. Like, take it easy on
Yeah.
me.
But I find like Folsom also has been more and more like just people coming to check it out instead of actually like participating in it as the years have went on.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's more people like in regular clothes, but of course a lot of those people in regular clothes by the end of it are completely naked
sure. Isn't that the
because they're like,
point?
oh well, fuck it, yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
it's not. Is it clothing optional? I mean, yeah, right. Like,
yeah, yeah, it is.
inevitably. When does Folsom happen in the year?
It's the last Sunday of September every year.
Oh, in September. Oh, I thought it happened like before summer for some reason.
No, they do Dory Alley in July, which is like Folsom's little brother.
That's what I was talking about.
Which used to be, I remember I went to Dory Alley, fuck, like 10, 15 years ago for the first time, and like there was hardly anybody there. And
Hmm.
now you go to Dory Alley and it's just as busy as Folsom is.
Who was talking to me about
It's
Dora
insane.
Alley? Oh, Baderma. Baderma. I think Baderma was talking to me about that. Either he went there or he went to Folsom. He said he had a great time. I was like, I want to
I met
go.
him. I didn't meet
That,
him.
that's right. You told me that.
I do say, what a cutie pie underneath that pup hood.
He's adorable.
He's fucking adorable. Yes, I was just like, because at that point,
He has
I
like those
hadn't
big
like,
puffy cheeks.
oh, yeah, I hadn't, both of us were faceless daters at the time, too. Like,
Faceless Bader. Oh,
I
right.
still hadn't like shown any face anywhere at all yet. So, like, when we were like, how are we going to know each other?
You had never seen his face before that?
I've never seen his face. He had never seen my face.
How did you know that that was him?
So he just was like, I'm on my way over. So like, okay. And so like we were sitting there and because he had messaged me.
Oh, got it.
And so he's like, oh, I'm coming over to your work where you work and everything. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, drop by, let me know when you're here. And we're sitting there. I'm like, wait a second, neither one of us know what the other one looks like. And then like we walked in and we're like, okay, okay. Yeah.
That's fun. God, I want to hang out with all the people that I interview. It's so much fun. I feel like I don't. The only
I
person,
feel like I
well, actually,
click with
I'm
most
really,
people I meet.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's chill. Like, yeah, like I just feel like you have that like kindred relationship with these people. I think definitely like the baiterness connects. You're just like, oh, baiter, baiter. And then it's just like good vibes. Although I've like met other baiters and I'm just like, you suck.
Well, if I get an off vibe from him, I don't usually interact with them at all.
Oh,
Yeah. If I get an off vibe from somebody, I'm just like,
that means this is good vibes, yeah? This is
yeah,
perfect.
of course. Yeah. Well, what
Yeah,
was it?
this is
It's like
true.
that's why I one of the reasons why I started volunteering for the Gorilla Jack
General
stuff
Jacks.
because I felt like everyone was really friendly and really nice towards me and everything like and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And
Yeah.
then like I went in to do my first volunteer was last month. And I was this was the first time I stayed from beginning to end to one of those because normally I nut and I'm like I'm gonna leave. Okay, it's my time to go. My Uber's outside, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but it was the first time I stayed the whole time, and like it was weird being there because like when I got there, all the guys who were volunteering, which I was surprised that like there were so many people at the event, and then they were like, "Oh, does anybody want to volunteer?" And apparently, like from that event, like I was one of the only people to volunteer out of all
Oh.
those people. I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like not that many people did a volunteering, but like it felt really weird because like everybody knew me already, and I didn't know any of them.
Well, I mean,
It felt so fucking weird to me. I was like, "Wait a second, what?"
people
Well,
that
I
you
know one of
from
them. I know.
online, like you're like online everywhere.
Yeah, Good Boy Brosie is the only one that I knew from there. And we have known each other from back before then. He was the one who
Yeah.
invited me to go to the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been doing the volunteering there for a while. And so like I was like at the beginning, I was like, let me just puppy dog you. I'm just like, I'm gonna stand next to you. Whatever you're doing is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Type
that's
of
what I'm
thing.
talking
Yeah.
about. Bader
And that's
buddy.
what I did with him the whole time. I was like, no, no, no. I'm like, hold my hand while we do this, please.
No, he's holding you by the dick. Get over here. You'll
But
be fine.
yeah, but then by the end of it, it was like was talking to everyone. We were all joking and stuff like that. And like they were doing the where everyone's coming to get their personal belongings, all their clothes and shit like that. And like
Hmm.
how many people afterwards walked up to me and were like, "Oh, hey, I'm a big fan of yours." And I was like, just it was just weird to me. It was so weird to me that like all these people know who I was. Like it was bizarre
Yeah, because you're
because
just
I
not
always
showing
felt
the
like
face.
well, I'm like I feel like I'm a nobody.
Do you really feel like a nobody?
Yeah, because like nobody hits me up on Grinder like that and shit like that.
Well,
It's
that's
like
because of
where are all these
Grinder.
baiters that
Grinder's
I want to
trash.
yeah, but like where are all these baiters that I want to like fuck around with when I'm just sitting at home horny and I'm like I need another baiter over here sitting next to me jerking off while watching porn.
Are you on Telegram? Oh, you
Yeah,
are on
but I'm
Telegram.
yeah,
Aren't you
but
on
I
all
also
like the groups?
I'm just in like the groups where like it's just porn.
Oh, you got to get
Like
into
nobody
like all the
interacts
other
with each
different groups,
other.
bro. I'm like in 10 different like beta groups and everyone's like chilling, like talking. Literally, like people have full
No,
on conversations and I'm just like, this is nice.
I think there's only a few of them that I'm in where people actually like
Oh,
post things. It's
I
always like
feel
the
like
person who
that's
runs the group posts things.
no,
The
no, 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 no.
admin posts things, and that's it.
I feel like Telegram is where I get most of my like feed of like people communicating with one another. I feel like Twitter, also to Instagram. Like Instagram is a really good place to like socialize. But like Twitter and X is just like me like venting and like talking shit.
People bitching about shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect place.
If we're
Listen,
just
people
talking
love
shit.
it, and I'm just like, this is what it is. That's my New Year's goal for 2025 to be more unapologetic and just being like, this is what the fuck I feel at this very moment. It might change, but I'm talking my shit now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, for the last couple of years, I've just been like so cautious of like what I say and like trying to be like really PC and like open space and like safety. And I'm just like, yeah, I could be all those things, but I could also have an opinion and just be like, that's what the fuck it is.
Really don't think I have any like resolutions or anything anymore. Like I don't really do that. I'm just like I'm just gonna do what
Well, let's get
I can
into
do every
that
day to
because
try to
I
be
have
a
a
better person.
really fun game of Goon or Gone, and that's probably on my list, I think.
Okay.
Where is my list? Goon or Gone, farmers markets.
I mean, I don't have anything against them, but I don't really go to them very often.
Fuck those assholes. They made me late for my hair appointment today. I literally was like going to a haircut and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like cut down this small street because I know this street and it's gonna get fucking boop, road closed. Tons of people. And I'm just like, are you kidding
Yeah.
me? 2 minutes to my hair appointment. I had to fucking call them and I was so annoyed. Even the barber, and I was like pointed out, and I was because you could see it from the barber shop. And I was like, what the fuck is that? That's so annoying. He's like, oh, that's the farmer's market. And I was like, oh fuck.
There are a lot of them here in San Francisco though.
Like,
It's San
aren't
Francisco.
farmers
Like
market more expensive than an actual grocery store?
yeah, but you're buying local or whatever.
Who
I'm not
has the
entirely
money to buy local?
I'm I'm not entirely certain that some of those people aren't just buying shit from the grocery store and repackaging it, pulling the stickers off and
Okay, I feel like that's a
not all of them.
conspiracy theory, bro.
Not all of them, but you know, yeah, it is a conspiracy theory. There we go. Full circle.
Yeah, I keep you humble, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn it.
No, but I think and so I asked them and I was like, "Oh, is it just food? Is it like artisanal shit? Like do people make shit?" See, that's why I want to go to a farmer's market. If you're just selling oranges, bro, I can go for less. I'm not down with that life. But if you're saying like artisanal cheeses, I might be interested. Here now we're
Yeah,
talking.
like I'm down for some artisanal
You got
cheeses,
some
bro.
rosemary, some like apricot jams. Like let's what are you
Oh
selling
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Like, are you making like handmade soap with like lavender cream and like sea foam? I don't know what the fuck. Moss? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Bigun, are they gone?
Seaweed scrub. Um, I guess it's gone, I guess, because I don't do it.
I love a good
But I'm not
scrub,
gonna knock anyone who likes it. Like
especially on my balls. I feel like people don't exfoliate the nuts as much as they really should.
I think my hair is coarse enough to do that for me.
And the taint. Wait, you don't shave your
Yeah.
nuts? No, you don't shave your
No.
nuts.
No, no, no.
See, my nuts are on the smaller side, so I do like to shave them because I feel like it makes them look bigger.
I feel like mine are average.
I once hooked up with a guy in New York and he had massive nuts, like huge. Like I could not believe how big his nuts were. And I was like, what the fuck?
What was at the last Jack's party? I was messing around with the dude and his balls were like fucking
Huge. Like they
bam.
were like big,
Giant.
like huge, like egg size. Like I was just like, that's how
Oh,
is that humanly possible?
like extra large eggs, you
And
know?
he's like, yeah,
Farm fresh.
I ride this city everywhere and I bike. And I'm like, how do you bike with your nuts? He's like, it's a trick. And I was like, you want to show me?
I like You
It's you,
lift them
bro.
up.
It's him, bro. It was a fun time. Um, hmm. I'm in a goon for farmers markets, just not when I'm late for an appointment.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm late for an appointment, get the fuck out of my way.
Because you need your artisanal cheese.
But I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna drive through a farmers market. Did you see that guy in New Orleans?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
yeah, that's not a that's not something we joke about right now. That's too
That's
soon.
true. I'm sorry, that
I'm
is too soon.
actually going next month to New Orleans and I'm staying on Bourbon Street.
I'm sorry to all my podcast listeners. I didn't mean that. And I love you and I thank you for listening to this podcast. I love New Orleans. I would love to go. I want to go.
I've never been there.
I feel like the baiters there must be on a different level.
Probably. I don't know. I need to look that up. But apparently there are no sex clubs. There are like no bathhouses.
In New
There's
Orleans?
nothing there. Yeah,
Fuck it. Just rent an Airbnb and turn it into one.
right. That's I mean
It's
that's
all
what I
about
usually have to do.
community advocacy. That's what we do. We just fucking create spaces. That's what we've
When
been
my
doing.
boyfriend and I go on vacation, that's usually what we do anyways.
Yeah, just get on
The
like
most important thing when picking an Airbnb or a hotel is whether or not you can have guests.
true. True.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's absolutely 100%. Because I'm if I go to your city, I'm gonna definitely cruise. I'm gonna get on sniffies and I'm gonna look for dick and it's gonna be fun.
yeah,
That's probably like
that's it.
my number two priority. My number one would probably be food.
Oh yeah, no, no, no.
Because I feel like food
You're right.
always comes
You're
before
right.
dick 100. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if I'm
You're
hungry,
right.
get out of my way.
100%. Yeah.
Um, Goon or gone, New Year's resolutions.
Well, I just said I'm like I don't do them. I don't do them anymore because everyone else
Okay,
fails them. My New Year's resolution is to spend less time at the gym.
less time?
Yeah,
Oh, I feel like
because
mine
everyone
would be
always
to
fails
spend
their New
more
Year's
time.
resolution. No, 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 because people fail their New Year's resolution. So if I my New Year's resolution is to spend less time at the gym, then I'm gonna fail. And it means I'm gonna spend more time at the gym.
That's an interesting way to think about that. Well, maybe it's all about perspective. Like I feel like people like if you name them resolutions, then you put too much pressure on yourself, right? And then you're just like, oh, I have
Yeah.
to get this thing done. And if you don't do it, then you feel like complete pressure, or you
All I
could
know is
feel
I
like
made this list last year of things I wanted to do in the year. And
uh,
then like the year went by and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I did like 10% of this shit.
well,
And
then
so I don't
also
think I'm gonna bother with it this year.
I feel like that's the other problem too. I feel like people have too many. And you're just like, bro, narrow it down, like top three.
Yeah,
And if they're really, really challenging, top one, and just stick to that and see how that goes. I mean, I go in for them. I feel like I wouldn't necessarily call them resolutions, more like goals. I do have
yeah, if you give
goals.
yourself a goal.
And I feel like, you hit them, you get into a business mindset. You're like, okay, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, how are we doing? It's a business, right? I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel like that's kind of like how I want to go into this new year. Listen, I go in for them. If it's gonna impact you and help you out and change your life for the better, then to fucking do it.
yeah, I goon for that then.
Just don't quit,
Or
loser. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not a loser baiter. I don't do that.
I don't do that either. I don't think Kaki does that either. We talked about it. We're just like loser baiter. I don't know her. But I feel like if you enjoy the fetish of it all, then that's fine. But I'm just like, no.
But I also know a lot of guys who are into that, and sometimes they have a hard time taking it outside of the fetish, and it starts affecting their actual life.
Yeah, and then you're like walking around life thinking that you're a loser, and I'm just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, bruh? Really? Don't do that
What
to
is it? I'm
yourself.
like, but also like I see like the videos and stuff. I've seen it, and like maybe I think like the visuals might be hot, and then I'm watching it, and it's in there, and it's like, oh, I'm this pathetic loser with a little cock, and I can't get laid, and I'm like, this stuff, it doesn't resonate with me. It
Could it
doesn't.
be
None of
me?
that. Like I don't have a little dick. I get laid whenever I want. Almost never, whenever. But like I can get laid fairly easily. So like
Yeah,
doesn't resonate with me very much.
all the time. Not
Yeah.
hard, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not
Just go
kidding.
to the park. And remember when you're at the park, beg for
That
forgiveness
gives me
first.
more anxiety than going to like Folsom where you can like do that shit. But if I go to a park, I just feel like I'm gonna just get arrested, dude. It's the time that I go to the park, it's gonna be some fucking dickwad and it's just like, oh, so you're dick, you're going with me to fucking county jail.
Oh
And I'm like,
no.
okay, well, can you like just show me your dick before you take me to jail? Because this is kind of what I came for.
But they can do that. It
He
was
can do what?
wasn't it George Michael? George Michael, the cop that arrested him showed him his dick,
What a dick.
right? And
Fucking
then
guy.
he got arrested for it.
Idiot.
So it's like the cop was doing it too. Like, isn't it like somehow in trap? I don't know. I don't
I don't want to talk about
know.
cops.
But
Number three, lingerie on Bro Bros.
I like lingerie on guys.
I fucking goon so hard.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
love when they have I recently really started getting to like when they have like those mini skirts on, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. Welcome to the club, finally.
Yeah, finally, thanks. Thanks for that. I don't know why I was so adverse to it. I don't know. I just no, I know exactly why I was so
Internalized
adverse.
homophobia.
Yes, 100%.
That you're afraid of like something that's
Although
effeminate on a man.
I still can't get on board for the painted toenails. We talked about this.
Painted I don't look at feet, so if your toenails are painted,
I love
then
feet.
who
That's what I'm
cares?
saying. Like I'm just like I don't. There's such a contradiction of like this beautiful masculine foot, and then you have the painted. I'm just like I don't understand. Like I don't know why. Like fingernails, fine. I don't care. Like dudes with
Yeah.
fingernails is actually really sexy to me. But when it comes to the toenails, I don't know why I'm so adverse to it. I need to like do. I need to unpack that with someone. Not with you,
No,
because you're just like you don't give a fuck.
I don't
Um,
I don't have a foot fetish, so I can't understand that one.
really?
No, no,
I have
no.
a huge foot fetish,
My friend Brozy, he loves feet.
and
He's all about feet.
I know exactly when it happened too.
You do? Oh, no, no, now it's story time. Come on. When did you start getting a fetish for feet?
It was in New York, and I was hooking up with this, I guess, street guy, street down low, but I don't know. But he had like gorgeous feet. Like they were just like perfectly smooth, hairless, manicured feet, and he would literally just step on my face. And I was just like,
Okay.
I think I like this. I mean, obviously he was into feet, and he would
Yeah.
like ask me about it every time I see him. He'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, like why don't you try this and why don't you try that? And why don't you like put it in your mouth a little bit? And, like why don't you slap you out a little bit? And I was like, okay. I'm like, sure, it sounds like fun. And then I was just like, I love your feet, and I don't love you. Bye.
You're gonna be though.
See ya. Thanks for the new fetish. Um, wait, what's your favorite type of lingerie on a dude?
I definitely have a thing for maid costumes.
I feel like we've talked about this.
I
I feel
have
like you
I own
showed me your collection.
I have like three maid costumes in my closet right now. Yeah,
That's right.
guys in like maid outfits. Yeah. All right.
Wait, I'm curious,
But
you know,
here's
so
the thing.
like, uh-huh.
No, no, you go first.
Well, I'm curious. So like you have bros that are into that, or like do you invite bros over and you're just like, hey, I have this thing. Do you want to put it on for
Um,
me?
I find that I think a lot of guys do it because they want to like appease me.
But you're also into a specific type of bro. Like
Yeah, I tend to be, yeah.
you're into like a more like twinky, like subby, like a bro that would be more inclined to do something like that for you.
Not necessarily, but if yeah, yeah. I'm like I
Not
like
necessarily,
this.
but yeah.
Not necessarily, but yeah. No, I
Okay.
definitely have an archetype of what I like, but then
You
there's stuff
do.
outside of that. Like I feel like it's attractive and subjective. It just depends on the person.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Like, cause like there's some people who are like I've seen it just like I want to fuck around with that person, but they are not like my stereotypical type at all. But it's just like it just happens. I don't know how to explain it.
Why does it just happen? I think you do know how to explain it.
I do. I just find some people attractive. It's like
There you
if I'm
go.
just like I want to
You just
jerk off with
you,
this dude.
you just explained it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
some
cool.
people
So
are
the
like, you hooked
goon,
up with that guy? Yes, goon.
that's hot.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
well, I do have to add a caveat to that about the lingerie stuff. Is like I like the idea of seeing a man in that stuff. So whenever they start putting on makeup and like wigs and like actual nails, you're trading too far into being a woman for me. It's like
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I like that it visibly it's a male, and
Yeah.
then they tap into this feminine. But I can't, yeah, I can't do like makeup and like all that.
But like no, but I do love myself a femboy. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love femboys. Femboys are cute as long as they're not bitchy.
I mean, doesn't that come with the territory though? Like
No, not
kind of
necessarily. I
bitchy,
used to
they're
date.
kind of
I
blase.
used no, I used to date a femboy, and he was like really sweet, endearingly sweet.
But while you're fucking though, was he?
No, when I was fucking him, he was a little slut, which is what
There you go.
the goal. Yeah, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Sweet on the
Yeah.
streets, slut in the sheets.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's a perfect combo.
I think that I recently learned that uh they're called brats or brat.
Big dick bottom brats, hit me up. Like just slide into my DMs. Like all of y'all
Like
just
the
like
one,
starting.
it's like the opposite of a sub. It's like, but they're not dominate. They don't like to be degraded while you're having sex with them. They like to be praised while you're having sex with them.
Yeah, I feel like that's online with what I do. Like I praise
Yeah,
my bottoms. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I'm not necessarily down for the degrading stuff. So
Yeah. A little slap on the cheeks. Nothing too
a little
crazy.
slap on the cheek, everyone. But yeah, but
Yeah,
tell them how good they are and like how good they feel
yeah,
and how lucky you are
absolutely.
that that they're allowing you to sodomize them.
It lets it relaxes the whole, bro. They get
Yes,
comfortable.
yes,
It's
it
all about
does.
creating a
Yes.
safe space. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
it.
Okay, we good for lingerie on Bro Bros.
Yes, absolutely. 100% of the
Gun-
time.
Gunargan matcha.
Uh,
The reason why is because I went to Groundworks and I got a matcha latte. It's shit. I would
oh,
say like the best matcha lattes that I've had are from Blue Bottle.
I love matcha. Um,
I do too.
but a lot of them are made with milk, and I can't do milk.
Well, this is the oat milk matcha latte.
Okay, well then maybe yeah. And I feel like I get really wired on them though.
Well, yeah, because I'm recording another podcast later, so I was like, I need my energy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. There's something about Blue Bottle. Do you have Blue Bottle? You have Blue Bottles in SF, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Go check them out. You won't be disappointed. I don't know. They make their like there's matcha. They get matcha from like some mountain in like China. It's grown by like these ancient Chinese farmers, and that's all they do. And it's like they prey on it and shit. It's gorgeous. I don't have facts that that's actually accurate, but in my mind, that's why it tastes so delicious. So we goon for matcha.
Yes, absolutely. Of
Okay, Goonergon memes.
course, Goon. Like, what's
How many
they're the
people like
language of the people.
how many meme accounts do you actually follow on Instagram? Can you even count them?
No, I can't.
Got it.
But my favorite one, and I'm not gonna say the name, but my favorite one is ran by a guy who's a Gooner.
Is it really?
Yes, he's a Gooner, and I adore him. We were
Do you
just chatting
send
him.
memes from that account?
I believe his account is private right now, but he has like a shit ton of like I wish I had as many followers as he did.
Okay,
Like,
well then send me the link to his meme account. I want to follow.
sure, sure. I think he's gone
Um,
private though.
yeah, I'll just friend
But he
request it.
pops up in good like some of his pictures and stuff like that pop up every now and then. I'm like, ah, when I see it. I was like, oh, there you are. And I send it
Like
to
his
him. He's like, fuck.
face?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's always so nice when like you
But I love
discover.
him.
Yeah. Shout out to Gunner meme bro.
Gooner mean bro. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Gunner gone. Luigi Mangione.
Wait, what? I I do not condone murder. But innocent until proven guilty.
I brought this up because I just feel like we've had numerous conversations about this individual. You seem to be very
Yeah.
passionate about.
I believe he should be innocent until proven guilty. That's it.
That's
But
a
like even the
very
people who are like supportive of him
PC answer.
do have kind of like they the way they speak about it is as if he's already been found guilty and that it's already like that it's
Yeah,
been
that's
done.
not what
Like
they. That's not how that's not how the judicial system works in this country.
no, no, no.
Unless it's changed, someone please fucking tell me that it's changed. But as far as
Right.
I know, innocent until proven guilty, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, he is an accused at the moment, you know? And I do think, but it's also like a cultural moment for everybody right now. It's interesting. I'm like,
It's
it's
huge. It's a
tied to one of the,
huge shift
yeah, it
in the
is,
paradigm.
it is, like the biggest, I don't say biggest, but like most impactful assassination of our generation. Like, when was the last time something like this happened in the United States? Was it like JFK? But even that, I guess that's bigger because he was president. But when it happened, but
Fuck.
like some type of assassination that has been like completely like in the headlines constantly, and it's like causing some type of domino effect within society. Like that hasn't happened within our generation. Like yeah, we haven't had that, and that's what this is. And
Well, also
I think
too,
it's
like
interesting.
I find it so interesting. There's just like an air about this person. Like you see him walking around, like it's just him as an individual, what he stands for, and like the people, how he's being supported, like
Yeah,
in the criminal system. And you're just like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
very interesting to me.
Yeah, even
And like you
the
see him
inmates
in
there are
court,
like,
and
no.
he's just like, yeah, it's just very interesting.
What I know for sure is he's innocent until proven guilty, and he is so dreamy. He is so dreamy.
I mean, no one can deny that fact. The guy is like, I mean, he's like, his facial structure is like gorgeous. Like the guy
Yeah,
has
yeah, he
bones
looks
and
like a very
chin and
real
like,
painting.
yeah, absolutely. Hence
Yeah.
this pillow. Did you buy that? Did you have that made? Where are they
This
selling
is
that?
like this is a Christmas present to me.
Along with the ornament that you showed me?
Yes, and the ornament was a Christmas present too, and I have a mug as well. And I was like, okay, you need to stop. To my boyfriend, he bought those. I was like, you need to stop before somebody comes knocking on our fucking door.
You love
Like,
it. You probably have a bumper sticker. Honk if you're down for Luigi. Honk, honk.
for Luigi.
Honk if you goon for Luigi. Um,
Yes.
oh wait, do we decide that we goon or gone for this guy?
I mean, I got a goon. But no, do you know that? Okay, so my friend came and visited me this weekend. One of my Bader friends came and visit me this weekend. And he showed me that there's like so many like goon caps of him.
Yeah.
Like AI goon caps of Luigi. And I'm like, this isn't, you people are insane. That's insane. Like I've seen so many deep fakes of him and like goon caps and they're like goon to Luigi's fat ass. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Luigi doesn't strike me as a person to have a fat ass. I mean, I'm
I
sure he has a
mean,
very beautiful, muscular toned booty, but it's more of like a booty, not an ass.
yeah,
It's not like the Pedro Pascal deepfake. Have you seen that?
oh yeah, that one looks so real.
That one looks hella real. It's like, ugh, I good
Wait,
for
no, I
that.
got it. Can you see it on?
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. Fucking Gooners, dude. No shame. I don't give a
Well, what, but
fuck.
speaking of Pedro Pascal,
I love Pedro. He's so fucking fine. I
I
would do
have a blanket of Pedro
dirty, dirty
Pascal.
things to that man.
Oh yeah, that is like one of the few guys where I was like, anything he wants to do, I will do it.
Him and
Like
there was
top
another.
bottom flip, like fucking bait, blowjob, rim job, whatever, everything short of scat, I will do with Pedro Pascal.
What if you wanted to put his foot in your mouth?
I mean, I guess if it makes him happy.
That's fucking funny, bro. All right. Next, monkey.
So we goon for Luigi and we goon for Pedro apparently too. So
Oh, we goon hard for Pedro. We goon hard
yes,
for Pedro and Luigi
I mean
together.
that would make an interesting video for sure. Side by
I
side on the couch together.
would. Oh my God. Yes.
Where okay, mean people, get on that one. Get on that one.
Yeah, meme designer, gooner, baiters. Fucking, I want a Pedro
I had
Pascal.
a
I want a
Gooncaps account.
Luigi.
I had a Gooncaps account.
Why don't you
I
throw
made
in
one.
Henry Cavill in there while you're at it?
Overdone.
No, no, it's still not overdone.
Henry Cavill is overdone. It's always him and Tom Holland. Like
Tom
it's been that way
Holland?
for the
In
past
what
like
universe?
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland?
He's the background of my phone.
Oh,
Um
someone I saw a meme once and it was like Tom Holland lizard people because he looks like a little lizard. And
oh
I
my
fucking
god.
died. I was like, that's fucked up, but I was like, that's eerily accurate.
You know what? I see it now. But I tend to like guys who look like animals. So,
That is fascinating.
like my
That's
ex resembled a sloth.
wow.
Like my what is it? I have my categories. It's like you have
Damn, you
sloth.
just called your ex a sloth. That's fucking
Oh my,
brutal.
what was his nickname? Was also perezoso.
Wow. He knew this
Can
about
you
himself?
edit that part out? Oh my God! Like I can't believe it.
I mean, I won't edit it out, but let's move on, shall we?
All
Um,
right.
okay, the next one, Gunnergon. Monkey noises when baiting. Like
Like
straight up
baiting.
monkey. Like straight up fucking monkey.
Or no, no,
Like,
no. I mean, no,
well, I
no,
thought we were into animals. What are we talking about here?
no. I didn't say I was into
So
animals.
you
Like
like
that's
them
a
to look
heavy.
like animals, but you don't like them to sound like
I tend
animals?
to like guys who are cartoonish. Yeah, like they have cartoon
Well, your
features.
your email, what the fuck? I was just like, what the when I saw the name on your email handle, can I say it?
Wait, which one?
The
That
one
we
you
sent the
like
email.
the one you accepted this
Oh
invite
yeah,
with.
yeah.
Did you make
Like pick the
cartoons?
cartoon. Huh.
Where did that come from?
Pick a cartoon. Oh, Dick is a cartoon character that I draw. That's like a representation of me.
I want to see.
Un momento,
Holding.
por favor.
Holding. Oh my god.
This is a painting I did.
That absolutely looks like you. Is
That's me
that you?
and that's my partner.
Nice. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then there was our best friend.
Both of them low key.
Oh yeah, there's Loki.
Yeah.
But that's Dick the cartoon. So
Well, we love cartoons.
yes.
Um, even better when they masturbate.
Oh no, there are comic strips I've drawn and shit like that where it's like yeah, jerking off and like having sex and stuff like that. Yeah.
We love that. Um, that was Gooner Gone. That's what I got for you, bro. And I
Okay.
brought it back. I
You know,
brought it back for you.
I didn't I it's gonna sound bad. I didn't notice you stopped doing it. Why'd you stop doing it?
Well, I don't know. I just some of the podcast episodes, like it was more like getting to know the person, like what they're doing. Like this next individual that I'm gonna record after you, like I probably won't do it with him. Like he owns a business, and I want to kind of talk about that. I feel like the Gooner Gone was more like shits and giggles. Like just kind of
Yeah.
this was like more like just shooting the shit.
Yeah, this
And
was a weird one.
what do you mean a weird one?
It was weird, but we like went from conspiracy theories to farmers markets came up a few times here.
Yeah, that's what podcasts are about, bro.
I always like doing that. It's fun. If you want a rotating guest co-host, you should have me come on.
I should do that for a couple of months and just be like, oh, my like guest co-host
You
today.
have a couple, yeah. You because now you've interviewed different people multiple times. You'd be like, oh, and our special guest co-host for this one is, or get like
That's
people
true.
together that know each other. Like I would love to do one of these with with Mexican Gooner or Cocky Prince or something like that. Like that would be fun.
No, because then you would just like take over and shit, and I'm just like, hey, cut it the fuck out. Because we all have history, and I'm like low key jealous. So like that probably won't happen until I fucking get into the mix and be like, okay,
Oh, then you
now
can play fun games where you like where we battle against each other for shit.
like prize money.
No. It's just for the fun of it.
No, I
Like
want to.
newlywed games type shit. Like what would Cocky say? What would dude say in this situation?
Or like I'll just like pull tweets and shit that you put it and be like, who said?
Who said this? Who
Oh
captioned
fuck.
the video with this? I don't know.
Who made this Luigi Mangione goon fucking dude it's me. Fucking dude it's me. That's the answer, final answer. Fuck.
Uh,
Hey, thanks for jumping on the pod again and chatting with
it
me.
was fun.
It's
All
always a
things
good time.
considered, hopefully that bucket is underneath my water heater isn't full.
I hope that you get that under control and that's not going to destroy your living situation. It sounds really
No,
intense.
no.
And I hope that your apartment manager pays for it all.
Yeah, well they're supposed to, so I think that water heater is relatively new too. We had to replace like right before we moved in a few years
How
ago.
did you even discover that it was like dripping? You just heard it?
Oh, I was setting up and then I was like, is my fish tank leaking?
Oh, fuck.
I heard water like dripping. Everyone was like, is my fish tank leaking? What the fuck is going on? And then I went and I found I was like, oh, it's my water heater.
Okay, well, hopefully the
Which
bucket's not
it was
full.
dripping just ever so lightly, and I was just like, oh well, that's a concern. But then like it stopped, and so I wasn't worried about it. And then
And then,
literally 10 minutes today. Yeah,
what a
like 5 minutes
trooper.
before I had to pop on here.
I know. Thanks for doing that.
I don't know what
It
to do.
is what it is. Well, listen, I hope that you have a really great 2025
I hope you do too.
and that you visit some other sexy Latin American country and get your jollies off.
I'm gonna go back to Mexico this year for sure.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, no, I go to Mexico at least once a year now.
Love it. All right. Thank you all for listening to this episode of the podcast with my guest, Dude, it's me. Go follow them on their social. All of it's not safe for work.
Yes, yes.
And I will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Right.
Hey, what's up? It's Beasley. Hey, did you love that episode with Dude It's Me? I thought it was really fun. We talk about a lot of crazy stuff. He's a really interesting person. I feel like I might have him on as a repeated guest host. I'm like toying around with the idea of like changing up the format of this pod, and I feel like he and I have really good chatting synergy. So I feel like they might be back on the pod in future episodes for sure. But let me know what you thought of this episode. Comment. And again, I appreciate you sharing and subscribing and commenting, letting me know all the really fun things that you love about this show because I love producing it for you. Um, Tell a friend. Go follow all my socials at Beastly Bader. I'm all over the place. Just Google that. And again, thank you so much for listening. Go check out Dude It's Me on their socials. Most of it is not safe for work, so you have been warned. But thanks for listening again, and I will see you in 2 weeks on a brand new episode of the Bate Escape podcast. See ya.